Hello and welcome to this chill flow and Yoga Nidra practice. If you've never practiced Yoga Nidra before, it's easy to think of it as sort of a guided meditation, a mindfulness exercise, and some people do fall asleep. So if you do fall asleep, it's okay. Grant yourself some grace. It's okay if you fall asleep. The goal is to stay awake, but it happens. So we're going to just start with a little warm up, just to warm up the spine, warm up the body, and then we'll find Shavasana, or if that's not comfortable for you, you can find another posture that you can sit in for about 15 minutes or so. If you have blocks or bolsters or anything that you'd like to incorporate into your practice, I encourage you to maybe pause the video and grab those now. But for our flow, our little flow in our Yoga Nidra, you don't need anything. Nothing's required, but so props are optional. So with that, we are going to start out in tabletop, all fours. So you're going to come onto your mat or the floor, wherever you may be. You're going to spread your fingers apart, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, a nice neutral spine, neutral neck. And while you're here, just start to connect with your breath. So maybe you just start to notice where there may be sticky points in your body. Maybe you send the breath there. Maybe you even set an intention here. On your next inhale, draw your belly down towards the mat. Send your heart forward. Lift your chin, lift your tailbone, finding cow pose. As you exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin under, press the floor away, finding cat. Inhale through cow pose. Exhale through cat. And maybe on this next round, see if you can find more space. So as you inhale, maybe you send your spine upwards just a little bit more. As you exhale, same thing. Maybe you find more space here, maybe pressing the mat away more. One more round. Inhale, finding cow pose. Exhale, finding cat. And then return to neutral spine, tabletop. From here, we're going to find some additional space opening up through some of the major muscle groups here. You may have tension in your upper body, lower body. We'll get into that briefly. So first, start by walking your knees out to the outer edges of the mat and draw your big toes to touch. Send your hips back towards your heels, extend your arms long ahead of you, and then draw your heart towards the mat, finding child's pose. And just breathing here. Now, if your heart does not touch the mat, that's okay. Listen to your body. It shouldn't be uncomfortable. And this is just one variation of child's pose. Take your right palm and place the palm of your right hand on top of your left hand. So finding some space in the side body. But still sending the hips back. Breathing into that side body here. Good, now walk your hands over to the right side, placing the left palm on top of the right. Wonderful. Now return your hands to center. Place your palms to touch. And then from here, you're going to bend at the elbows, extending your hands behind your head. So maybe here you notice a lengthening in your triceps, especially if you've done a lot of push-ups lately, as you may have done. Walk the elbows forward if you have the space. So you just walk your elbows forward, keeping those hands behind your head. Notice how it feels in the side body as well as the triceps. So feeling that lengthening perhaps underneath your armpits. Good, release the hands down and then begin to press yourself back up. Finding tabletop once again. Now from here, maybe you wiggle your hips from side to side, noticing how the outer hips feel. Good. Return to neutral, tabletop. Take a breath in as you extend your right arm high overhead. And as you exhale, thread the needle. So threading the right hand underneath the left arm. And I'm going to turn so you can see. And so I can talk to you. Extending here. Now from here, you can stay here, resting on that right shoulder, or you can take your left hand and extend that arm long. Noticing how that feels in the shoulders, in the back. You can stay here, or maybe you extend the left arm high and then find a little half bind here. So taking the back of the left hand to the right hip crease. Stay here for just one more breath. And then extend the right arm long. If you had it outstretched, go ahead and bring that hand in. On an inhale, extend the right arm high. Exhale, release down. On your next inhale, sweep the left arm high, and as you exhale, thread the needle. So again, you can stay here, resting on that right shoulder, left shoulder, or you can extend the right arm long, noticing how that feels in the shoulders and the back, or find that half bind. It's your choice here. Stay for one more breath. And then as you're ready, release the bind, release the extended arm. So draw that arm back in if you extended it. And on your inhale, sweep that left arm high. Exhale, release back down into tabletop. Good. From here, take a breath in and extend the right leg long. And as you exhale, lower the right toes down onto the floor or onto your mat. Gently begin to rock back and forth on those toes, noticing how it feels in the back of the leg, the calf muscles in particular, even in your feet. Maybe you've been standing up, doing a lot of cooking or working on your feet all day. Or maybe you just haven't been giving a lot of love to your feet. And we often forget about our feet. Return to neutral. As you inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, draw it in. On the next inhale, extend the left leg long. And as you exhale, let that foot tap down. And then gently rock back and forth. Good, nice and gentle here. So if anything feels uncomfortable, don't push through it. It shouldn't hurt. It feels painful. If it's a little uncomfortable, maybe that's just the muscle loosening up, but listen to your body. You know your body better than I do. Find neutral. Inhale, extend the left leg long. Exhale, draw it in. This time, we're going to extend the right leg out to the side. So as you extend here, you're going to let that right foot tap down. I'm just going to scoot over so you can see. You're going to let that right foot tap down onto the floor, okay? So your left hip is still stacked with the left knee. The right foot is extended out. It's pressing down onto the mat. So from here, you can stay here, gently rocking forward and back if you'd like, noticing how that feels in the inner thigh, or if you want a little bit more, you can lower yourself down onto your forearms and gently rock back and forth here. It's really up to you. We're just here for a couple of breaths. Getting into that inner thigh. Good, return to neutral. Take that left foot and see if you can kickstand it out, about 45 degrees out, away from the center of your body. Then you step the right leg back. So the right foot is now in line with the left knee. The shoulder is still stacked over the wrist. And then we find a supported side plank here. Lengthening through the side body. Good. As you inhale, reach up, finding a little T shape with your arms. And as you exhale, find your gate pose. So for here, you're going to draw the right arm down to meet your leg, reach the left arm over. Make sure you're not collapsing into the shoulders here. You're really opening up, shining your heart forward. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, cartwheel the hands down. Draw the right knee in, return the left foot to neutral, and maybe wiggle it out side to side. We'll take these shapes on the other side. So you'll extend the left leg long. And again, you can rock forward and back here on the left leg, getting into that inner thigh. And if you want more intensity, you come down onto your forearms and you rock back and forth here. Good, one more breath here. And then when you're ready, take the right leg, kickstand it out towards the right, step the left foot back so the left foot is in line with the right knee. Press the hips forward, extend the left arm overhead, finding your supported side plank here. Feeling that lengthening through the side body. And maybe you've taken this as a more active pose, but maybe you feel the differences here when we hold the pose a little bit longer. On an inhale, reach up so you're on that right knee, and you can draw that leg out so that the ankle is in line with the knee. Arms are out at a T. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, release the left arm down to the left leg, extend the right arm high overhead, opening up through the chest. Breathing here. Noticing the lengthening here on the other side. Good, cartwheel the hands down. Return to your tabletop. Maybe wiggle out the hips, maybe take a cat-cow here. Good, from here, we're gonna come down onto our seat. So if you wanna cross your ankles and roll yourself back, that's an option. But however you get there, doesn't matter to me. Doesn't even matter to me if you get there. But if you get there, you're going to extend your legs long. And then you're going to take the palms of your hands and place them behind you. So your fingertips are facing towards your body. And then draw the fingertip, the hands back, just so you have maybe 4 inches between your seat and your fingertips. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades together here. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, send your heart towards the ceiling. So noticing the stretch in the chest, in the front of the body. And if you sit a lot during the day, you'll really notice these muscles get tight if you don't stretch them. We often sit in this direction. So opening up may feel good for you. Or if you do a lot of activities, physical activities, where you're leaning forward, maybe if you're a biker, cyclist, you may feel that here too. Stay for one more breath. Good, now you can walk the hands up. So they're maybe near your knees, maybe resting on your thighs, doesn't matter. You're gonna bring the soles of your feet to touch. So let your knees wing out towards the outsides of your mat. Soles of your feet touch. Sit tall here. Just for a moment, we're just here for a short moment. drawing the knees down towards the floor, the mat, opening up through the hips, lengthening through the spine. And then as you're ready, you can begin to lower yourself onto the mat, but keeping this posture. So you can lower yourself with your hands, or if you want to make it a little bit more active, you can slowly lower yourself down. But the soles of the feet continue to touch. With your arms, reach your arms overhead, and maybe you grab opposite elbows here. So you're opening up through the heart and opening up through the hips. Sending the breath to those areas. Doing a quick little body scan, noticing how you feel. Good, go ahead and release your arms at your side. Take your feet and place the soles of your feet on your mat. From here, walk your feet out to the outside edges of your mat and draw your knees in to touch. And check in with your low back. How does your low back feel in this moment? From here, you can stay, or you can begin to windshield wiper the legs side to side. And maybe noticing a little massage in the glutes, in the low back. Maybe you've been doing some hit and flow classes and you've gotten a lot of lunges and squats in. Wonderful. Now return to neutral. Walk the feet in so they're hip width apart, and then extend. Put your legs long, maybe one at a time. And release your arms down if they weren't. So your hands are palms up. And release any tension in your body. We will stay in this posture for the Yoga Nidra. However, if you would like to add a bolster or a pillow or blocks underneath your knees, you can. If you want to find an easy seat, you can do that. I am going to sit up for this, but you don't have to. I have to read to you, so that's why I have to sit up. If I do this Yoga Nidra, we'll all be asleep. All right, here we go. So again, this is a Yoga Nidra practice. We've warmed up the body, which is really important. It doesn't have to be an intense workout to go into your Yoga Nidra, but you want to make sure your body's warmed up in advance. So you may be in Shavasana now. That's great. You may be in an easy seat. You may be laying on your couch, eating popcorn, whatever it is. We are getting ready to start. It is time to prepare to practice Yoga Nidra. You should begin by lying on your back in a comfortable position. You may want to place a bolster or blanket underneath your knees for support. Make sure that you are comfortable in this body position and can hold it for the duration of this practice. Check that you are neither too cold nor too warm. You can always add a blanket if you need. Explore whether you can make yourself 5% more comfortable. It is best to remain in this position for the duration of Yoga Nidra so that you can allow both your brain and your body the opportunity to release fully as you practice conscious yogic sleep. Nevertheless, this is your practice, and should you become uncomfortable for any reason, please feel free to make any necessary adjustments. I invite you to close your eyes and keep them closed until we have concluded our practice. If you prefer to keep your eyes open, I invite you to find your drishti or your yogic gaze, choosing an unmoving spot to focus your gaze without mentally focusing on that particular spot. Yoga Nidra is a practice of conscious yogic sleep that will guide you to a state of consciousness that is balanced between the waking and sleeping states of being. Please try to remain awake throughout the Yoga Nidra practice by listening to the sound of my voice. Take a moment to tell yourself, I will not fall asleep. I am awake and relaxed. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Throughout today's practice, you will be invited to move your awareness to bodily sensations, emotions, and images. As you move your awareness, try not to concentrate on any particular feeling, sensation, or image for an extended period of time, as this may hinder your ability to completely release. If at any point you feel overwhelmed or uncomfortable, return to the sound of my voice. Send a particular feeling to a different part of the body where you won't experience discomfort or anxiety, or feel free to sit up slowly and bring your awareness back to the room. Take a moment to remind yourself, I will not fall asleep. I am awake and relaxed. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. We will now begin the practice of Yoga Nidra. In this moment, set your sankalpa or intention for your practice. This should be a short positive statement or phrase. State your sankalpa to yourself 3 times now. This sankalpa may help you take the steps forward to truly realize the person you yearn to be, if even just for today. Bring your awareness to any sounds you can hear at this moment without straining. Begin to bring your awareness to the sounds that are most distant and follow them on their journey for just a moment. Begin to move from distant sound to distant sound without considering the source. Bring your awareness to sounds that are slightly closer, easier to hear. Bring your awareness to the sounds immediately surrounding you. Now, without judgment, shift your focus to the fragrances or scents around you. Consider the scents in the surrounding room for just a moment. Now, shift your focus to the possibility of scents just beyond the windows and doors. The scent of a tree across the street, then back to the windows and doors, back to the room, back to what is immediately surrounding you. If you have chosen to keep your eyes closed, I invite you to keep them closed as you visualize the walls within your current space. If your eyes remain open, maintain your drishti or focus while you imagine the walls without movement in your physical body. Visualize the ceiling, the doorways, the floor. Visualize your body lying on the floor. Visualize your physical body lying on the floor, your clothing, your face. Bring your awareness to your physical body lying on the floor. Now, shift your awareness to different parts of your physical body as they are named, maintaining stillness in your body as you bring awareness to each part. We will begin on the right side of the body. Right hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, pinky finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, pinky finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now shift your awareness to the back of the body. Right heel, left heel, right calf, left calf, right thigh, left thigh, right hip, lower back,
middle back, upper back, the entire spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right ear, left ear, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, middle of the eyebrows, right eye, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, upper abdomen, navel, lower abdomen, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, the whole face, the whole head, the whole torso, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Bring your awareness to your natural, spontaneous breath that moves in and out of your body effortlessly. This natural breath flows in and out through both nostrils. Notice the feeling of your breath as it enters and leaves your nostrils. There is a sense of coolness as you inhale the breath. Follow this feeling into your nose, your sinuses, the back of your throat, into your lungs. There is a sense of warmth as you exhale the breath. Feel this warmth on your upper lip as you breathe out. The natural breath flows through both nostrils during the inhale and the exhale. Allow your breath to become longer and slower. Take a long, slow inhalation, followed by a longer, slower exhalation. Make your exhale even slower, noticing the slight pause at the bottom of the exhale. Inhale slowly, noticing the pause at the top of the inhale. And exhale even more slowly and pause. Now you may begin to count the breaths. In this breathing exercise, we will continue to count the breaths as 4 parts: the inhale, the top of the inhale, the exhale, the bottom of the exhale, and so forth. You'll count your breaths in a slow 4 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. As you inhale, the same count as you pause, the same count as you exhale, and the same count as you pause at the end of the exhale. So breathe in that fashion for just 9 counts. Now, please return to your natural, spontaneous breath, releasing control over your breath. We will now begin a systematic journey of sensory awareness throughout the body. Imagine your entire body becoming light, as though you were floating just above the ground, then floating towards the ceiling. Imagine your legs, back, arms, shoulders, head, all becoming weightless as you continue floating higher and higher above the ground. Imagine your body becoming heavy. Feel yourself becoming heavier and heavier as your leg, back, arms, shoulder, and head become heavier and heavier. Imagine your body becoming so heavy that it sinks down into the earth. Bring your awareness to a feeling of cold in the body. Feel your body becoming colder, as though you were standing outside in heavy falling snow without boots or a jacket. Feel this brittle cold spreading throughout your entire body. Now bring the sensation of warmth to your body. Feel your body becoming warmer, as though you are standing directly in the sun in the middle of a hot summer day. Feel the heat spreading throughout your entire body. Imagine a door within your room, and once the door opens, you see images projected on the other side of the doorway. As we begin to visualize these images, bring awareness to the feelings, emotions, and memories that may appear along with them. Acknowledge their existence passively without focusing on their meaning or purpose. Practicing detached awareness only. If any additional images make themselves known, simply note their existence without directing them or assigning any particular meaning. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching this doorway with a detached awareness. A number of different images will be named, and you should envision them in the doorway on the very same level of feelings, emotions, and memories, the best that you can. We will now open the door as the images begin projecting. A rippleless pond, a peacock's feather, a child's laughter, a doctor's office, a good night's rest, a full moon, your reflection in a mirror, a snowy morning, awaiting test results, a field of wildflowers, a grand old tree, an empty beach at sunrise, a relaxing afternoon, rescheduling appointments, laughing with friends, a warm embrace, a melted candle, a trail through the woods, a vibrant sunset, taking a deep breath, a puppy stretching, a beautiful garden path, a babbling brook, a choir singing, the sound of my voice, your body lying on the floor. It is now time to revisit your sankalpa or intention. Please take a moment to repeat your sankalpa from the beginning of practice, repeating it once again 3 times to yourself now. Return your awareness to your breath flowing in and out of your nostrils. Maintain your awareness of breath, and at the same time, develop your awareness of your physical body. Your physical body is relaxed and lying on the floor or sitting in a chair. Feel your skin, clothing, the earth beneath you. Allow the earth to take on the weight of your body and bring your awareness into all the points that are touching the ground. Perhaps the back of your head, heels, thighs, shoulder blades, hands, arms. Do not open your eyes if they are closed, but visualize the surrounding room. Imagine where you are physically located in the room and all of the objects around you. Lie quietly until you feel ready to return movement to your physical body. Start by slowly wiggling your toes and bringing your thumbs to gently graze the tips of your fingertips. Take your time inviting movement back into your body. Once you feel that you are fully awake, gently open your eyes or begin to remove your focus or drishti. I invite you to gently roll onto your right side. Stay on your right side for a few more moments. Use your hands to gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position if you were lying down, letting your head be the last thing to come up. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.